intern doctor accidentally severed the patient's major artery, causing blood to gush out like a fountain. The intern was panicked.
See suction!
And soon the blood stained the entire floor. However, out of fear of being held accountable, they hesitated to request help, each of them standing frozen in place in shock, until a passing doctor noticed the situation, but it was too late.
Initiate the massive transfusion protocol, right now!
The patient had already bled out. The head doctor was dumbfounded. The intern was dumbfounded. And even the patient was dumbfounded. The head doctor inquired about what had happened. But the male intern, too scared to speak, had the female intern explain on his behalf. However, when the head doctor learned the full story, he was almost knocked out by anger. You see, the patient only had appendicitis and just needed a simple appendectomy to go home. Little did he expect to encounter such a doctor. You should know that last time, during surgery, he accidentally dropped his glasses on the patient's body, which led to an infection, causing the patient's death on the spot. As a result, he was banned from performing surgery on patients again. But this time, in an attempt to make amends, without reporting it, he decided to perform surgery on the patient. The silly patient even said goodbye to him before the operation, never expecting it to be the last goodbye. The surgery initially went smoothly, and the intern did find the appendix. It just needed to be removed to avoid a repeat of the previous accident. The female intern advised calling the head doctor to perform the operation. However, overconfident, she not only ignored the advice, but also suggested playing music to boost her morale during the surgery. Unfortunately, due to excessive force, she directly severed the patient's major artery, causing blood to gush out. What's funny is that even at this moment, she still didn't understand why the patient was bleeding so much. The sound of rushing blood filled the air, but she, frightened, remained frozen in place until the patient's blood ran dry. The head doctor arrived on the scene, but it was all over. After learning what had happened, the head doctor instructed him to announce the patient's death. These doctors were quite reliable, but he still didn't dare to speak. The female intern wanted to announce on his behalf, but the head doctor stopped her. The patient died under his care, so he had to announce it himself. The head doctor wanted him to remember this moment forever. Only then did the male intern slowly turn his head.